Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Pryoxis. I'm back with another video. In this one here, guys, I just wanted to go over the biggest problems within Undisputed, and two, if y'all guys didn't see it, I never posted it as a video, but this belt that I won off of Undisputed content or Undisputed tournament on the ESFL, that's off of pure skill. No cheese, no nothing, just work. And I'm gonna show you guys the two fights that actually got me to become a champion. As you guys can see here in the bracket, I was on the left side. I beat Young Butter. I beat Attic 85, which actually beat me during the regular season. I knocked him out, and then I went against Uncle Talon. Y'all go see work there. But I'm gonna talk about a couple things, and then I'm gonna just move forward. One of the biggest problems within Undisputed, and honestly, something that is game breaking, and you cannot have within when the game actually releases its servers. I mean, it's one of the biggest things ever. If your servers are bad, people are not going to want to play online because it's going to be a bad online experience. So that's one of the main things I think Undisputed should be tackling right off the bat, and not even playing around with it. Just get it out the way. New servers. In my honest opinion, I think Undisputed needs an open beta. I don't think they will, due to, I feel like maybe you don't want to mess up sales. Possibly people be like, oh, I played it and I didn't like it, so I'm gonna buy it. But I think they need a stress test on the servers, and honestly, I think an open beta will dare like 100% do that, especially with people that are interested in this game or even thinking about this game. I mean, when the game first released, it had a extreme amount of hype, and that was for a reason. Now, another thing within the game, and they have addressed the issue, is the backstep cross. And I won't speak too much on it because, again, they have addressed this issue and they have changed the animation. So that on that, I don't expect to see it be cheesy, but hopefully it isn't something that's still as effective as it was when it was the other animation. Another thing is the body uppercuts. I believe this was addressed as well, and the tracking with the body uppercuts is the issue. A lot of people are just uppercut, 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 and they're able to land at a 60, 70, 80% rate because just the uppercut is just strong, right? Again, that's something that they said they fixed. Hopefully it is fixed. Another thing, cutting off the ring is extremely hard, if not impossible. A lot of fighters, they just feel like they slide out of the way or they slide out of the corner, but in real life, like, if a guy's walking you down, there's going to be instances where he just has you trapped in a corner, have you trapped on the ropes, have you trapped in a spot where it's hard for you to get out. That needs to be a thing. I feel like people are able to just slither around the ring. Obviously, footwork looks really good, but the problem is cutting people off is basically non-existent. So the fighters that want to move forward, that want to be, that front foot fighter, just, hey, you gonna stay in this pocket. We gonna Joe Frazier's, you know what I mean? The Canelo Alvarez's, you want to keep you in that pocket too. They're not really there. Very hard to do so with fighters like Joe Frazier. Obviously, Canelo's different because he has all the attributes to do so, but Joe Frazier has them too. It's just much harder for him, especially at that heavyweight division. And I think that kind of sums up the biggest issues within the community. I mean, I can go as far as tracking. I think tracking definitely needs to be a thing. There's tracking issues where someone will punch the head and they'll take body damage. They'll punch the body and take head damage. Definitely a big issue. Tracking is the biggest ones. Servers the biggest ones as well. I think the body uppercuts, those things can be taken out of the way, but that's really it, y'all. That's kind of the reason why I stopped playing Undisputed, because online it's just those things are just being abused, and it's different from UFC because a lot of people that play Undisputed will understand or know that it's impossible to deal with it. You know what I mean? And I personally just don't want to deal with it. It's just way too cheesy. On top of that, not many people are playing the game. It's very hard to find fights, so I stopped really playing it. But y'all watch this work, man. I'm gonna turn my camera off and I'm gonna just let y'all enjoy me put in work in the finals of the ESFL Undisputed Championship.
When you saw it, Pryoxis had to go through a gauntlet of K Young Butter, then Attic 85, and now he's made it to the finals.
And now he's made it to the finals.
Yeah, and then also along with that, Uncle Talon, the underdog, making his way throughout the whole tournament, going through the number 2 seed, the number 3 seed, and now it only left is the number 1 seed. So overall, when you look at this bracket, you saw it was amazing. But what are you, in one word, what would you say about the summary about this whole tournament?
In short, this has been expected on the left side, unexpected on the right of the bracket, right? Number 7 versus number 1 seed for the championship is almost unheard of. And it's fantastic that we get to see something like this. Your favorite uncle who's got talent taking on Pryoxis, the YouTube superstar of the MMA and the boxing realm. And now they get to collide here in a best out of 3 to see who gets to take home that belt and go strut it around your Giant, your Food Lion, and your other stores and show it off, man, and be proud of that. Plus the cash prize.
Yeah, plus a cash prize. A lot of these guys are in the money, and they're gonna be so happy along with getting that belt. So it's gonna be such a fascinating to see how this all concludes. So speaking of all the competitors being in the money, you guys could be in the money as well, especially that story. It is the one, the only, the sin under. As we're getting to the fire selection screen, it's from undeniable to underdog to undisputed. Can he pull the Cinderella story? It is the one, the only, your favorite uncle, Uncle Talent. Omni, what are your thoughts about this final matchup?
I might keep those a little bit to myself. I'm just excited to get underway. Round 1, here we go. Number 1 versus number 7 seed.
Here we go. It is a matter of who can win not once, but twice. We see Uncle Talent using the Ryan Garcia pick. He must have had the second choice of the fighter. Well, Pryoxis on the right side. Known before to get the knockout part where Jorge Linares chose the weight class. Feeling very comfortable with what he wants to do. So here we go. The filling out process. We can learn a lot about what they want to do, but you're already seeing the hooks from Uncle Talent.
Nice job there. Yeah, and I like what we're seeing here from Uncle Talent. And Pryoxis lands that left hand, solid left hook. Seeing a lot of Linares, so I'll be real with that. But what we're seeing right now coming from Uncle Talent's side, he's doing good. It's a very open feeling out process, but Uncle Talent is starting out very strong. I like that, those body hooks that are landing in between shots from Pryoxis as well. Good stuff. And now he's standing and he is fighting to maintain the center of the ring, and he lancing left hook lands flush for Pryoxis.
And this is the game plan, right? You see Pryoxis, we know that he could turn it up on a dime if he wants to. But he's going to try to be as patient as possible and find his openings. Meanwhile, Uncle Talent, there's a reason why he's the number 7 seed and he's in the finals in the best of 3. He was able to be aggressive, able to put the pressure, able to change people's game plans into that boxing ring. So what can he possibly do to change it up against Pryoxis? The ultimate test, the ultimate king of kings when it comes to the tournament and the number 1 seed. Can he possibly work on that jab, work on those hooks, work the body more than Pryoxis? That's going to be the very telling thing as we're getting closer and closer to the end of the first round.
And that was a very exciting first round and a little telling. I mean, it shows that Uncle Talent is not going to be afraid to engage and wants to make this fight very dirty. A difference that we're seeing here with Pryoxis having his health actually dropped down by 6% and gaining back that, but his stamina, of course, always at 100, always trying to keep that high stamina gang going. And what we're seeing here from Uncle Talent is that he's being successful at playing footsie a little bit as well. I mean, he's taking a little bit out of Addict 85's book. He's starting to land some shots.
Yeah, and well, to see already a couple seconds after the second round start, so far, both guys are very good with their stamina, and a vicious body uppercut counter into the digging of the ribs of
he dug
Uncle
into his
Talent.
ribs. Oh yeah.
God, call them chilies because those baby back ribs are going to be hurting later tonight. But so far, Ryan Garcia working a little bit outside, a little bit different moment. We're not going to see the Stonewall that we saw from Fight Night's Finest previous matches before. This is a whole different ability. You're going to see movement. You're going to see leaning, just lunging around. You see the hooks coming up from Pryoxis, so you already know the game plan. Start fast, start heavy, get these rounds locked in.
Yeah, that definitely is the game plan here. And now we're seeing some shots. I like the jabs that Uncle Talon's trying to land here, and Pryoxis is continuing to be a bully and pressure forward, not allowing any of the distance to be dictated by Uncle Talon, and that's why we're seeing him control the center of the ring. He's pushing forward here, and good jabs, and ooh, nice 1-2, and then a lead hook to the home lands successful from Pryoxis.
It's just a little bit of that dirty boxing, right? You go so close to your opponent's face, and then you just like trying to make it muddy, not trying to be predictable when you're striking. That it's hard to see where it's coming from, so you don't have a ability to block high or block low. Right now, Uncle Talon seems like moving back. He's gonna try to keep this round locked, but this is only the second round. He has 8 more rounds to go right after this, or 10 more rounds, excuse me. Who is going to possibly take it? And he's such a couple rounds. And we saw it. 100, 100. That's been the same with Pryoxis. Can he use more to damage his opponent?
Yeah, and I think so far Pryoxis has been very content with landing the hook to the body as he's coming around, as you can see there. He circled to his right, and Pryoxis recognized that, and he landed a lead hook. And that was a really nice combination land. Another lead hook lands up top, and that's very so far from Pry. And that's a straight and a lead hook landing from Uncle Talon. He does a good job there.
He does a very good job there, but you need to watch out for the punches and bunches that are coming out of the way from Uncle Talon. Doing such a great job of moving away after he gets some success punches. But Pryoxis, no slouch, will answer the call every single time, but needs to watch out for those hooks because he will answer with a body shot. Has his opponent on the ropes a little bit, but able to move out and maneuver towards the center. Oh, but a nice, just the intricate details of sliding and leaning a little bit, avoiding the punch, and able to get the counter. And now Pryoxis is a little bit on the back foot.
Yeah, he is. And now here's another story to mention. Pryoxis has a win over Uncle Talon already. He won by decision. So, I mean, this is a run-back opportunity for Uncle Talon as well, for him to get that back. And Pryoxis, obviously wants to show why he's champion, and he does that by landing a jab, landing a straight to the body, and another lead hook up top. And he's continuously landing that lead hook successfully onto the offense.
One thing I'm worried about, you saw it again, the power shots from Ryan Garcia, from Uncle Talon, are missing. And that leaves an opening for Pryoxis. So when he sees that, he's like, okay, dinner time, I'm going to eat and just hit your face with so many great punches. He just, I don't know if he needs to set up those power strikes, but it just seems like he's not, like, leading up with something, then go for the power.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. You see, like, right there, he threw another power straight. I think that he's trying to get comfortable with that. Not too sure what the game plan of that is, but he misses 2 hooks there. I think he would be beneficial. It would be benefit from going to the body with, like we just saw there, body hook there, and that landed. And a little bit more jabs. 96, 99 now. Wow, he lost a little bit more stamina. Did Pry. Yeah, and this is interesting to me because once again, we're seeing that Pryoxis' game plan may visually be looking appealing, but the judges are understanding a little bit more than what we do. Maybe that's the case.
Maybe that's the case, but Kami Bug says 29-28 in favor of Uncle Talon using Ryan Garcia. And mind you, whoever wins this one is not the champion just yet. It is the best out of 3. So Pryoxis or Uncle Talon, whoever loses this one, will have the immediate run it back situation. And then barring both guys win it, we go to a tiebreaker here in ESFL Undisputed Grand Finale Tournament. So far, we see Uncle Talon lunging forward, but gets hit with a left hook after using all of that energy. And now he's getting hit every single time he's lunging. Do you think that's a viable strategy of going back to those diagonals?
I mean, it's a viable strategy, sure, but you have to be unpredictable. Otherwise, you're just going to leave yourself wide open. But look at that. Making Pry look kind of like a fool there, just continuously circling. It made him miss 3 shots. And now Pry is like, oh, you're going to circle like that? I'm going to throw some body shots to you. It's reacting to those moments like this. That's golden from Uncle Talon. But Uncle Talon is not capitalizing and landing counter shots when he's making Pryoxis miss. If you see that your opponent is missing all these shots, you need to be prepared by keeping your hands down and throw some good shots to counter him like that. See, he's making him miss, but he's not making him pay. That's the thing.
And that's a very big difference because you can make anybody miss, but hey, is that going to score points in the judge's eyes? We'll have to find out. But so far, 30 seconds left in the 4th round, approaching closer and closer to the midway point of this first game 1 of the best of 3 matchup. And so far, the right hook, the left hook for Pryoxis. Block gauge being a little bit low. You see, adding 85. Uncle Talent. I'm thinking about the last matchup.
You okay?
Uncle Talent doing such a nice job of getting those lunges in. He just needs to do more capitalizing, as you said.
Yeah, you gotta capitalize. If you're making your opponent miss, make them pay, man. It's as simple as that. You gotta get that. You gotta get that countering style together. And now we're seeing a lot of hands. That's a left hand right there. Jab, lead hook. It's landed by Uncle Talent. Uncle Talent lands the lead hook there. Pryoxis' hands were down. Pryoxis going again for that lead hook to the body, and that's just 2 successful uppercuts that land from Pryoxis. And I look at that sequence right there. 2 shots to the body blocked, and then the head blocked by Uncle Talent. That was a very smart. And now you see Pryoxis landing a little bit more to the body. He also ate a left hook to the head and returns to tender. Yes, he did, sir. That he did.
Yeah, and with 2 minutes left into this 5th round, you have to think that even though Uncle Talent's getting hit into the body, he has some movement. He's able to land the hooks. And oh my God! Perfect precision plus timing equals possibly a knockdown. Oh, so close. Just needed one more body shot. And now that changes everything for Uncle Talent. Pryoxis is smelling like a shark. The blood is in the water. Can he capitalize? He has plenty of time to make it work.
Well, you were just saying before, is the diagonal movement, is it wise? I mean, and that's the example when it's not wise, right? You get caught like that, and he's lucky that he didn't just get landed on the campus. Campus, not campus. It's not a school. But the thing about this is that you've got this man coming forward, and that was making him miss and making him pay. That's a good usage of it. But again, the left hand scores from Pryoxis with a hook. And this is going to be the story of this fight unless we start to see a change here. And now there's another jab that lands with a counter. And Pry is not letting off the gas pedal, is pushing forward and being very pressurous.
Oh my God, he did it again.
Good counter. Good counter from Uncle Talent.
Good counter, good round from Uncle Talent. That is what he needs to do after answering the call, after getting rocked a little bit. Very close on the precipice of getting knocked down, actually. It could have been a 10-8 round, but he might have just got it back. While Pryoxis knows that he has an opportunity. He has a chance. He's been working on the head so much that he could go to the body now. And you see him at the halfway mark, round 6. He wants to do a little bit more. He is moving forward inch by inch. Got him in the corner, and that's where he wants to do most of his striking. But again, Talent doing such a nice job with the movement, but you don't have movement when a left hook hits you in the face.
Yeah, I like that. Uncle Talent realized that Pry was leaving his hands down. He started throwing some shots at the head to get Pry thinking, you don't want to walk forward. I'm not going to let you just walk forward into me, Uncle Talent said. You better put your hands up or I'm going to make you eat these jabs. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel this leather on your face. You better get your hands up. And so Pry did, and now they're fighting at a very nice distance between one another. And what we're seeing here is that Uncle Talent is starting to try to find a rhythm there, and trying to use that diagonal movement to make some openings. And now Pryoxis is also in loose footwork. Oh no, never mind. He was there for a second. It's one of those weird animations. But anyway, point being, now Pryoxis is really putting on the pressure, controlling and maintaining the center of the ring, and he is landing consecutively that lead body hook. Keep an eye on that. And now he's throwing out combinations up top. We are down to 45 seconds, Kingsley.
Yeah, and again, this is like the situation where he's not giving him any quarter, just following him. Just
be gone, Nate.
Like on a rope, just getting closer, like attached to the hip when it comes to the striking. And every time Uncle Talent is trying to move back, Pryoxis is right there in the middle with another strike, with another jab. And see, when he gets to the corners, that's where you have to be really careful and watch out, because those dodges will. Every time he does those double lunges, it gets me really scared that he might get rocked again. Because the body shot, that was a power shot from Pryoxis.
Yeah.
And we saw it. But here's the thing. Round 7, who is up? And it's Pryoxis. He took it back. The last 3 rounds were all him. We were at 58 to 56. And now Uncle Talon needs to find a new game plan.
Yeah, I mean, and standing in front of Pryoxis when he's whipping body hooks at you and uppercuts is not that game plan. You don't want that at all. That's going to end up with you on the canvas.
Yeah,
not campus, canvas. Jesus.
We're going to school here with lessons and word playing, but right now the play is in the ring because Pryoxis landing nice straight, just walking his opponent down, being patient, but the hooks. Do you think it's out of reactions from Uncle Talon? Every time he sees Pryoxis close, is he trying to land punches so he can just get away?
Yeah, I mean, it would scare me if somebody was just standing in front of you, but like get away and start mushing them right in the face. I mean, but overall, you also don't want to be, for lack of a better word, bullied into back, and that's what you want to do. And it also leaves you openings. Yeah. Look at Pry there, being like, oh, that was nasty, because he landed those 2 hooks consecutively and got both of them glancing. I mean, it pays to be aggressive, but it also, what is it? You live by the sword, you die by the sword, kind of a situation. But Pry's doing really good.
Exactly right. And one thing I'm seeing is that both guys are trying to fight with their swords right now. Center of the ring. Both guys go with power as Uncle Talon was able to get a shot. But Pryoxis answering the bell, answering some shots of his own, using all of that stamina as much as his possibility he can. Oh, the power shot whipping. Tries to go for another one again. Pryoxis answering back again with 30 seconds left in the 7th round. Both guys back and forth. This is what the finale is all about, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely, and Uncle Talon is not going to let this opportunity go to waste. The block health of Pryoxis is getting a little lower, and we're seeing that Uncle Talon is starting to land consecutively when there's openings, and he's been throwing body shots at Pryoxis, and he lands 2 of them with Pry like this. I mean, screw that kidney.
Screw that kidney indeed. But round 8, we're seeing, I was going to say, Pryoxis is in his rhythm right now. He is in his bag. But you can also say the same for Uncle Talon. Even though he might be down on the scorecards, he still gets some punches. He still gets some strikes. This is very much what you want to see. Someone who's an underdog, fighting against the current, fighting against the waves of a #1 seeded player, trying to find his way to the championship, a actual live championship. Well, Pryoxis trying to make his way through, but with a power shot like that, he gets hit to the body.
Yeah, is Pry trying to pry open his opponent so he can get a victory? I mean, that might be the case. Yeah, point being right now is that Uncle Talon is getting caught with nasty counter shots, but he's also not afraid. I think the big thing, though, is that Uncle Talon should, minorly, push forward and stop allowing himself to be on the outside of the ring. Just start moving forward and using that. But like you see the backing up. When he backs up, he's giving about 2-3 steps. Maybe make it 1 step. Back up a little bit. Throw the jab. You know what I mean? Now you're in the center of the ring. Back up a little bit. Don't back up so far.
I feel like I need to have like a freeze frame. Like I need to go back to the VOD on YouTube and just see like every little frame of what they're doing and dissect it, because they're going at such an unbelievable pace for a championship
fight. Yeah, and his aim is really good too.
Yeah, and like the left hooks, the straights, the 3-hit combinations that are coming from Pryoxis, he's going in there. And while he's going in there, Uncle Talon's saying, I'm obliging. I'm staying here. I'm not moving back as much. With 30 seconds left in this 8th round, you have to think. Punisher, good 3-hit combination from Uncle Talon. Pryoxis trying to go through. 15 seconds left, halfway. Power, body, hurting. Everything is going down. Who is going to get the capitalization of this round? We will see. Body, hooks, coming in from Pryoxis. Utilize that stamina, and we'll end to the 8th round. Both guys obliging. It's some technique, if you will. But the swelling onto Pryoxis. Left side a little bit more hurts than the right side. Very interesting to play out.
Oh, man. Right. Yeah, and Pry's doing, he's opened up the round again, just like he did in the previous round with those 2 body hooks as he's catching Uncle Talon standing still. Uncle Talon again, now look at this. Now he's got him because he stood still, and now he's going to come
Oh my God.
And this is a big thing that he needed, but he needs to be careful.
Oh, he did it again! He did it again! Uncle Talon wants to go in. He has another chance. Can he go after the king? You cannot miss this opportunity. It's so close. The movement from Pryoxis to not escape death, not once, but twice in the same damn round. Oh, but the blockade is low. Blockade is low.
Oh man, he's doing exactly what he did against Undisputed's finest, Fight Night's finest. Uncle Talon starts to come back during these later rounds and gets crazy rocks. Now Pryoxis is aware. He's aware now. Okay, you're a threat, and now he's not giving. Now he's not able to maintain the center of the ring anymore.
This round is too damn long for Pryoxis. He needs to get out of there and reset, but he's willing to fight. He's willing to suffer through the hooks, through the pain, through the tenacity of Uncle Talon with an underdog mentality, trying to find his way back. Under 1 minute to go in this ninth round, excuse me. We're going to get the copy box predictions. Oh, but the power counters from the body from Pryoxis.
Yeah, Pryoxis still in this fight. He did get rocked twice, but that right there has made him aware that he needs to be careful with what he's doing. That was nasty. 2 shots to the body and ending it off with the left hook up top. That's great from Pryoxis.
Very great indeed. Meanwhile, Uncle Talon obliging into the destruction, into the chaos. Wants to fight, gets a nice hook with a power. 5 seconds to go in this ninth round. Not taunting, but gamesmanship with his opponent, as the 10th round will tell us what the compute box prediction scores is, and it's 86 to 85 in favor of Uncle Talon. Buckle your seatbelts, people. We're in for a hell of a ride.
Mind blown, man. That's incredible right there. That is something. I don't know if you guys heard the gong. I have a sounding board. But anyway, I hope that was for me, not so much as you. But Uncle Talon really is showing that the underdog story of the season with this performance. He's doing a wonderful job, and he definitively won that last round. Now Uncle Talon is becoming a lot more loose on his feet, and Pryoxis is returning back to what was winning him, what he thought was winning him prior to this, and he's maintaining the center. But we have 3 more rounds left, and Uncle Talon hasn't seemed to land anything very strong. Pryoxis' defense is very tight right now. But Uncle Talon is here. He's game, and he's throwing his shots. He's still in this fight.
And we also have to entertain the idea that if this match goes to a draw, would the second matchup be for it all? That's something that we need to also remind our audience, that if it's a draw and it's a best of 3, do both people get 1 and 1? Because with 1 minute left, you can cut the tension with a knife, and both guys are going for it. But it's hard to cut them loose and see who is better than the other. Both guys going for it. And that's like a microcosm of what these fights have been for both these competitors. Both punches, both landing, both in their bag with the movement. It's just so good.
They do definitely have the movement. And they're doing some good movement.
And also, we want to talk about Limitless Trolls. Thank you so much for the raid. We welcome you guys for the ESFL Undisputed Grand Finale Tournament. I'm hosting Commentary Kingsley. Alongside me is the color analyst, Ruthless Omni. We're in game 1 of a best of 3 for the belt and for the money. Uncle Talon up 1 round. We don't know after this score, but Pryoxis, the number 1 seed, is trying to make sure that the number 7 seed doesn't get the upset and make it 1-0 in his favor. So right now, penultimate round. Let's see how it goes. And already starting off with some vicious body shots.
Yeah, and Pry is pushing forward and sticking to his game plan and is doing a really good job finding some openings. Uncle Talon lands that lead hook right there as he circles over to his right, and he lands another lead hook. I think this is where Uncle Talon should be more comfortable like he was in that previous round and start to push forward like he was before. I mean, you got Pry. You know he's going to stand and fight and engage with you. That's what got the rocks, the 2 of them. Oh, that was nasty. Planting hook there from Pryoxis.
Oh, another body.
Oh, that was a power shot. Man, he threw up his lunch. That was nasty. That hurt him.
Do we have a bucket on standby? Because I feel like with all these body shots, someone's going to definitely bomb their lunch. Because right now, mom spaghetti time. Both guys don't want to leave it to the judges, but you don't want to be careless where you get hit with a rock and then it's a 10-8 round. It's just all a matter of the inches, the details, Who was going to perfect him rightly? And you see a left hook from Uncle Talent forcing his way through, but Pryoxis obliging and wants to go to the body. And now he's taking a step back while Uncle Talent's being more of the aggressor here with 1 minute to go.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I would expect to see from Uncle Talent, knowing that the CompuBot said you were up 1 round. As of right now, you don't know if Ty just won the 10th. You don't know if he's winning the 11th. You can assume he might be at this point because now he's pushing forward and he's looking to get a knockdown. Very good defense, just like it was previously when he got rocked earlier in this fight from Uncle Talent. That is exactly what you expect to see from somebody who's fighting for the championship. The first ever inaugural ESFL Undisputed Championship. It's going to go to your house. You're going to take it to the laundromat. You're going to take it to the club. You're going to wear it. And that's what these guys are fighting for. $50 in a dream. And this is what we got. And we are coming closer to the 12th and final round.
The final round is on deck. Actually, it's right here, right now.
Yeah, they don't care. They just
we
want to
saw
get it.
2 rocks go on the face of Pryoxis. Uncle Talent got hit with the rock last round. You have to assume Pryoxis won that round possibly. So now, with everything unknown, is it a tie? Did Pryoxis get 1 more round to clear his name? This is where you don't want to leave any doubt in the contest, because going down 1-0 with a championship on the line is very scary. Again, Uncle Talent using Ryan Garcia on the left side. Pryoxis, the #1 seed, using Jorge Linares on the blue side. Good lunging away, going to side side, trying to get him outside of the corner. 2 minutes remaining. How do you see this playing out for the last minute?
I see it playing out as it is, right? You're going to get Pryoxis pushing forward. He obviously understands CompuBox has revealed that he could potentially be behind, so he's going to continue to try to go forward. I would expect that Uncle Talon would have been a little bit more aggressive, but I guess after he got rocked, that really does deter your forward momentum. However, as I digress, and we are halfway through the final round in this boxing match, Uncle Talent still has a chance here. Uncle Talent can get a good counter and get some good shots going over, and this would be something that is worthwhile and could work for him. And as you can see, he is, as we come to the last minute, it seems like he's just on his pedals. He's on his pedals, and maybe that is indicative of stamina and damage taken.
Yeah, and we see, here we go. The counter shots were able to be landed. Pryoxis moving a little bit forward, knows what the task is at hand, tries to work the body a little bit, but the movement from Uncle Talon working so well, trying to find his right opening, avoids the left hook. Left hook's coming in abundance from Pryoxis with 15 seconds left, landing perfectly towards the body. Can Uncle Talon find a way to get some answer back? He doesn't want to lose this round. The judges will leave it into their decisions. Good 1-2 for Pryoxis. And the winner of match 1 will go to Pryoxis. Pryoxis is up 1-0 in the championship best of 3.
Yeah, he came back there. I think he clean sweeped and won under 3 rounds. He probably won this fight 1 round each on the judges' scorecard.
Oh my God.
Not the case. He actually won 2 rounds each on the judges' scorecards. And it's very clear. Look at the damage that was received from Uncle Talon.
Come on, man. Y'all see how I clutched it out at the end? I was trolling. I was joking around. Trolling the dude. And then the last 3, I said, okay, let me lock in. And I won the last 3 rounds. But I know y'all want to watch the second fight. But I can't give y'all that till tomorrow. So if you ain't seen it, just wait till tomorrow, all right? I'm going to catch y'all in the next one.